Previously on Primal Tendencies. I was disappointed that the light rain and snow of the previous day wasn't a good test for the roof. In order for me to have full confidence in the integrity and durability of this roof, it has to perform well through a real storm. Today I woke up to a dark, cloudy sky, and I suspect that it will rain again, so I need to collect plenty of wood to last me through the day and night. Last night, the hut was covered with at least 5 centimeters of snow from the storm. During the day, most of the snow had melted, but despite the roof being covered in moisture all day, it still did not leak. I was even unable to detect any moisture on the inside of the hut. My conclusion is that this juniper bark roof is exceptional.